Hey everyone, Tim here. Today we're going to be doing my mid-era binder walkthrough. So this includes everything after Neo up through Sun and Moon, which is includes Black and White, X and Y as well. So we'll go through, I'll chat about some of my favorite artworks, and hopefully this gives you guys an idea of something new to collect. Maybe you haven't seen this card before or this subset and gives you an idea. If you're curious also, there's other binder walkthrough videos on my channel. So I have a whole playlist going through. I have vintage as well as modern, the whole base set, everything there. So check it out if you haven't seen those other binder walkthrough videos yet. All right, so let's jump into it. It's this binder right here, so here we go. All right, so here's my mid-era binder. Like I mentioned, starts with Black and White, goes through X and Y, and then also have Sun and Moon in the same binder just to make space, but I'll go through that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. So here, starting out, I didn't do a lot of master sets for Black and White. I wasn't in the hobby then, so I just collected some of my favorite cards when I was looking back. I collected, this is part of the Radiant collection, so these have, really interesting and unique holofoils, and I just collected some of my favorites here. So this is a Growlithe. Yeah, just really cool, interesting, unique. Artwork's great. Pikachu here as well. So you can see they kind of have this really interesting, unique holofoil to them. Eevee here has this little like heart pattern in the background. It kind of reminds me of like, if you guys know the simplified Chinese, how they have the unique holofoil, kind of remind me of those. And then here I have some of, these are like kind of the first, in my mind, like illustration, rare style, like full art. Not like the CG ones, but actually illustrated. So these are part of the Radiant collection. I think it was Legendary Treasures was the main set, and then like Radiant Collection was the subset. Reshiram here, this one's really cool. It has like the trees in the background and also has that unique holofoil pattern. But yeah, this one was done by Himeno. So also has that unique artwork, which I really enjoy. Emolga here. This one's also, the Radiant collection was kind of like the cutesy subset. This one's done by Nishida. The Mew, this one's great. It's like that, it reminds me of like the Lisa Frank, all the super vibrant, artwork back from the 90s. I think they had like erasers and stickers and all those sorts of things. And then the Meloetta here. So yeah, those are some fun ones. Just collected a variety to fill up the binder. And then over here I have, of course, I'm an evolution collector, so I collected this. These are from a collection box, I believe. So these are actually illustrated by, they don't have a specific illustrator, they just say the Pokémon company. So just some internal employees that illustrated these, but they're all really cool. They have unique, backgrounds, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like 70s style backgrounds here. And then of course the Sylveon is the odd duck out, but this actually came in the same collection box. It's a bummer that it doesn't have the same design to match it, but this was, kind of the celebration for when Sylveon was the new evolution added to it. So this is actually done by 5 Bond Graphics. It's a CG art, so it's not my favorite, but it came in that collection box, so I wanted to complete the binder page here. But yeah, they're all just really cool with unique backgrounds. Very, very cool. So yeah. And that collection box is also a really cool display piece too. I don't typically display sealed. I mostly just do binders. So yeah, I wanted to get these for the binder for sure. Cool. And you might be wondering like, hey Tim, where's your E series or EX or Diamond and Pearl? I wasn't part of the hobby then, so I don't really have a ton of nostalgia. Not my favorite sets, honestly. So I didn't collect them. They're also pretty expensive, and I missed the boat on a lot of them. So don't want to go back and collect them. Like the gold stars, for instance, I do enjoy those, but man, they're expensive now. Same with the crystals too. Cool artwork, but just not for me. So not for my collection. Okay, cool. We'll go next into X and Y. So yeah, you can see over here promos as well. So the Jirachi, the Pikachu, and then of course you have the Groudon and Kyogre, which kind of go together here. Yeah, those were great. And then you have the Pikachu and Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur from the promo boxes. I think this was maybe a 20th anniversary. So yeah, these look really cool. They also look really cool in Japanese. They have like more of a gold border. This one's done by Kawaii, which he did the Lugia V from Silver Tempest. So great artist there. Charizard's cool. These also have the cameos in the back, so you see like the Magmar and the Flareon. And then the Venusaur with the Vileplume flying off the vines, which I think is really funny. And then the Scyther down here. And then this Jirachi is actually an alt art promo. It's not textured or anything, but yeah, pretty cool there too. And then over here, we have some of my gold cards besides the Crown Zenith gold cards. I think these are just as good, if not better. These are, in my mind, kind of the first style of special illustration rare, where it's illustrated, but then it also has texture. I'll mention my favorite here is this shiny Gyarados with the Greninja, done by Arita, so one of the OG artists, and the texture on it is just it's so great. So yeah, really good texture. These gold cards are awesome. Super underrated. I think more people are paying attention to these now. But they're all really unique. I mean, you have your Mewtwo's here. This Alakazam is also cool because it has like Lugia in the background along with Umbreon. So yeah, also has really nice texture here. The texture for X and Y is great. It has like, it's thicker, almost like the high quality Japanese ones too for English. So yeah, and then of course you have the Mew and Mewtwo's here, done by Arita. Shaman EX is another cool one. I think this was really playable in the TCG, but again, I wasn't around here, so not super sure. And this one actually has a Rayquaza in it. This one's done by Tokia? Not super familiar with that artist, but yeah. So yeah, those gold cards are great. Next, we're going into the X and Y promos. These are some more like illustration style rares. They came in a variety of boxes, so there's like the legendary boxes as well. There's a whole celebration, I think, for the 20th that they did. I arranged them in a little different pattern. Some of these have like connecting arts that you'll see here, or different angles of art, or connecting here. So yeah, just arranged them in a bunch of different ways. But yeah, X and Y had such great promos. They're illustrated, they're kind of full art style. Remind me of, you know, modern illustration rares, but with yellow borders. So yeah, these all connect here. These are also alternate views, and then Reshiram and Black Kyurem here. These are done by Arita as well, so kind of see they make a connecting art, which is pretty cool. And then over here, more promos. So, of course, have to show the Mew, done by Kuki Saitao, I think is how you pronounce it. But yeah, this one's great with the rainbow. One of my favorite Mew cards, honestly, artwork-wise. Celebi here. These are great. Darkrai. This is another Kawaii. Shaman here. I won't point out all of them, but yeah, they're just great. So check them out if you haven't seen all those already. More promos. So this Genesect, this one's kind of interesting. This is like a Planeta, so it's one of the 3D artists, but I think they did a really good job, super detailed, and kind of fits that Genesect future vibe. And so the promos go all the way through to here till Magearna. And then next, I just wanted to fill up the binder page. So I have some I call them like 3/4 arts promos, but this one is actually the Sableye is a Cosmos foil pattern. So you can kind of, it's hard to see it in this lighting, but it has Cosmos foil. So that one's pretty cool. And this is one of the promos. Love the artwork on that one. And then Celebi down here is another promo. but it's more that 3/4 style art you can see, but you can kind of see behind it down here. So yeah, these are cool. And then to fill up the binder page, these are some cards from the set. So you have the Entei, done by Arita. This is just the holo version. Metagross down here. This one's done by Ariga. So yeah, these also kind of remind me of illustration style rares. Like they're 3/4 art, but you can really kind of, they go almost the full way. There's just a little bit. And this is the reverse holo version. So you can see this part is holo instead of on the Entei where it was holo behind the actual illustration. Next over here, some more reverse holos. And then I have to talk about this Gyarados. This is one of my favorites. This is another Cosmos foil. Done by Tokia as well. So yeah, this one's really cool. Love that artwork. There's some different versions of this too, different alternate alt styles, I guess you could call it. And then over here, of course, you have another Radiant Collection version. So you have the Sylveon, and then the Flareon, which has all 3 of the original evolutions. Yeah, this one's really cool. These are great. Of course, my cat is here, so you'll see my cat tail. Pikachu, done by Himeno as well. Gardevoir. And then the Mega Gardevoir. This has that style, you know, with the Japanese writing there as well. So yeah, that was super cool. Hi, Eggs. Yeah, so that's it for my X and Y kind of mid-era. I'll go into Sun and Moon in a later video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, tons of Sun and Moon, love Sun and Moon as well. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, got some new ideas for the collection, and I'll talk to you later.